Welcome to Ask Tucker, where if you're a TCN subscriber, you can send us a question. We will use our advanced technology here in the independent media to connect with you directly and hear a question and provide an answer. So here goes from all over the world.
I'm so excited, man. You have no idea. This is great. Thanks for making this happen.
Oh, I absolutely love it. Who are you and where are you from?
Yeah. So I'm Jeff Reese from Texas. Although I'm on a family vacation in Rome right now.
Oh, Rome, Italy?
Yeah. We're doing how you move around Europe, and I've got my some of my sons with me here, and we're just kind of spending a few days different places and all that.
First of all, I love the phrase "some of my sons."
Yeah.
You're already winning if you can use the phrase "some of my sons." Yeah, you're a biblical patriarch already.
That's right. I'm a kingmaker. I only have boys.
I love that. So what's your question?
All right. So I sent in my question from Portugal, and this is before the debate, and I said, "Hey Tucker, do you think that that they're going to replace Biden? And if so, when and with whom?" And of course, my personal preference is they don't replace him because
Yes.
he's fatally flawed right now.
Well, also, I mean, those of us who believe in democracy, I'm sure you do as well, think that voters ought to choose their candidates and their leaders. And he's already been chosen by Democratic voters in the primary. So you can't just take him out because he's inexpedient or in the way. That's not democracy. I personally think they will, and I don't know. I don't have many sources in the Democratic Party anymore. I used to have many, but they won't talk to me because I'm a racist. But I have actually talked to two pretty prominent Democrats in the last few days and the last week, and both convinced me that they really didn't know how far gone Biden was. I believe them. This was off the record.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
they knew.
surprising.
And it's surprising to me too. But, denial's a powerful drug. I know people who've been married to alcoholics and didn't really know they were alcoholics until after the divorce. And their friends are like, wow, she was a drunk. Really? If you're close to something, sometimes you don't see it. But I think they want to get rid of him because they think he's going to lose. I don't think they can do that at an open convention. That would be my preference because that's the most democratic way to do it, have people vote in public on what they want. But that's not, there's no democracy in the Democratic Party. So I think they would do it. I think they would have Obama go to him and say, I understand, but you have to step aside, at which point I think he would. And then it has to be Kamala Harris. I mean, she's been told from childhood that she's a member of, she's very special and she's a genius. And I think she believes it. And so the level of entitlement with, Kamala Harris is really, really high. You can't just say, I'm sorry, honey, no one likes you. That's just not going to work. Right. And so I think that is the problem. That's why they haven't gotten rid of Biden already, is because the only option is Kamala Harris. And unless she were somehow to decide she wants to retire or something, but she's got no children and, and do what? Do you know what I mean? Like she wants to be president.
Yeah.
So I think it's likely that she's the nominee, but what do I know?
Well, you know a lot. I always thought that what they'll do is they'll make some type of a financial severance for both of them. We'll give you this much money for speaking circuit type stuff, guaranteed money, and then they both kind of go off in the sunset. But that's a simplistic way of looking at things.
Well, that's a rational way to look at it. But then on the other hand, if you're a prominent Democrat, you already have a financial guarantee. That you'll become an advisor to some sleazy finance group or whatever. I mean, there's just so much money sloshing around the Democratic Party that's kind of guaranteed no matter what. I mean, Obama became a Netflix producer. This is a guy with, no experience doing that. His wife had some fake job on a hospital board or something. She knows nothing about healthcare.
Right.
That's the world that they've always lived in. His wife, who's clearly a sub-genius, got into Princeton on a full ride. So it's like they already expect to be taken care of. I think what they really want is power. And you'd be denying Kamala power, and, that's not allowed. So I think it's pretty exciting either way. Like we're going to get a fatally flawed Democratic candidate no matter what.
Good. So you don't see a Michelle Obama occurring?
I really don't. I mean, it's so, first of all, she hasn't, why would you want to do that if you're Michelle Obama? All of a sudden, I mean, she's been around politics enough to know, you do take lumps no matter what, even if, her husband was Black Jesus, and it's not that easy to be in public. And I don't see why would want that. I mean, she lives on massive estates in Martha's Vineyard in Hawaii already and has servants and private air travel and more money than she can spend. And it's hardly really an upgrade.
Good.
I don't think so. And by the way, you'd have to get past Kamala Harris. I mean, that would be the cat fight for the ages. I mean, I would, of course, love that. Kamala Harris versus Michelle Obama. I mean, that's the stuff of dreams, but I think we're going to be denied that because that's too much fun. You know what I mean? That's Christmas and your birthday in one day.
Yeah, well, I feel much better that you think that they'll end up with one of two fatally flawed candidates.
I think so, and they may win anyway because all the illegals are going to vote, but at least it'll be clear to the rest of us that it was stolen. So,
yeah, that's right.
That's right. Trying to be cheerful in a dark time. Well, have the best time in Rome. Thank you.
Thank you. Great. I'll see you in Fort Worth when you're there.
One of my favorite towns.
Hi,
I will.
One of my sons want to say hi.
One of your sons. Great to meet you.
That's right. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
See you guys. Bye.
Hi there.
Hey, Tucker Carlson.
How are you, neighbor?
I'm great. Where are you? And who is this?
I'm in Lovell. This is Aring Canale, and I'm in Lovell, Maine.
Oh, I know Lovell, Maine.
User Lake. Yeah.
What a pretty town.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I even like it in the winter.
Yeah,
well, good for you. You've got good taste in towns. Oxford County, Western Maine. Good job.
That's right. Thank you.
So what's your question?
Well, I actually sent in a few, but I believe the one I was told you identified with was the depopulation. That seems to be some massive thing going on in this world. And I'm not like conspiracy person. I don't want to sound like that. But there's enough little things that you hear that you kind of go, what are they doing and who's doing it? And it all kind of ties together with everything else going on in the world. So I thought I'd throw that out and see what you thought about it.
Well, I don't think it's a conspiracy theory to say that some of the world's most powerful people are in favor of depopulation. They say it. I mean, anytime you encourage people not to have children, certainly if you encourage them to have fewer children than they need to replace themselves, you're encouraging depopulation. So that is absolutely happening. I don't think anybody would deny it. No honest person would deny it. What is that about? Well, it's anti-human. Therefore, it's evil. I mean, this is my view. I see it through a spiritual lens. If God created people in his image and you want to get rid of people, then what you're really against is God. And so this is a spiritual battle. By the way, it's been going on since the beginning of time. It's nothing new. But it's new for me. I never realized any of this. I thought that we were having debates about, what's the best way forward for people. And like you have your opinion, I have mine. But we'll argue about it and try to come up with the best one. This is a totally different debate. And it's really a debate about whether people should exist.